right, so annuities.
Hmm.
They can be kind of tricky, right?
Definitely a lot to unpack.
Especially if you're looking for that steady income in retirement.
Exactly. You want to make sure your golden years are actually golden, right?
Huh. Yeah. So today, we're deep diving into one annuity in particular. It's called the Mutual of Omaha Ultra-Secure Plus.
Catchy name.
Right. And Diversified Insurance Brokers, they're really pushing this one.
Seems to be a favorite.
But let's take a closer look. Break it down, see if it actually lives up to the hype.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so for anyone who's maybe not totally familiar with annuities, basically they're like a personalized pension.
Yeah, you hand over a lump sum of money now.
And in return, you get a guaranteed stream of income later on down the road.
Exactly. So it's all about that predictability.
Which, for retirement, that can be pretty appealing.
Absolutely. Especially for folks who are maybe a little more risk averse.
Right, they don't want to gamble with their nest egg in the stock market.
And that's where this Ultra-Secure Plus comes in. They're all about guaranteed growth with these fixed interest rates.
Guaranteed growth. That sounds pretty good on the surface, right?
Yeah, especially these days. The market's been, a bit of a roller coaster.
Totally. But here's the thing. We've got to think about the bigger picture with interest rates.
Exactly. How does this fixed rate actually compare to what else is out there?
Right, because interest rates, they go up, they go down.
And you got to wonder if maybe a different type of annuity, like an indexed annuity, for instance.
Ooh, good point.
It could potentially end up giving you better growth over the long haul.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that security of a fixed rate.
Totally, but you don't want to miss out on potential gains either.
All right, so speaking of potential gains, this Ultra Secure Plus, they have this thing where they'll give you a little interest rate boost.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's like an extra 0.15%.
If you contribute $50,000 or more.
Yeah. So it almost feels like they're kind of nudging you towards bigger investments, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's pretty common with annuities, actually. They want those larger contributions.
Right. But let's not forget, while a fixed annuity protects you from market downturns.
You're also missing out on any potential market upswings, too.
True. It's a trade-off for sure.
Definitely something to weigh carefully.
Okay, so this Ultra Secure Plus, they make a big deal about flexibility. Like they've got this feature where you can take out 10% of your money every year without any penalty.
Right, and all those waiver provisions, too.
Oh yeah, the waivers. Those are interesting. Like if you end up in the hospital or
Become disabled.
even if you lose your job.
They really play up that peace of mind angle.
They do. Makes it sound pretty tempting. But I guess the question is, how much does tapping into those funds early actually affect your income down the road?
Yeah, that's the key. Those early withdrawals can really eat into the overall value of your annuity.
So it's probably smart to compare these provisions with other annuities, right?
Absolutely. See how the penalties stack up.
Good call. Now, one thing they highlight that I thought was interesting was the estate planning aspect.
Oh, yeah, the death benefit.
It sounds pretty simple. Your beneficiaries get paid directly. No probate court or anything.
That's definitely a plus. Makes things a lot easier for your loved ones.
Less paperwork, less legal hassle.
Exactly. But it's worth pointing out, that's a pretty common feature with annuities these days. Not just this one.
So it sounds like while this Ultra Secure Plus has some nice perks, there are definitely things to think about.
Definitely. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Okay, so if I'm understanding you correctly, a fixed annuity like this one, it can be a useful tool for some people.
It can.
But especially with interest rates and inflation being so unpredictable these days.
You really have to weigh those limitations carefully.
Right, because who knows what the future holds.
Exactly. And remember, Diversified Insurance Brokers, they work with a whole bunch of different providers.
Oh, that's right.
So it's always a good idea to shop around, compare this annuity to some other options.
Yeah, see what else is out there. Maybe something with a little more growth potential.
Exactly.
Well, this has been super helpful. Thanks for breaking it all down.
Glad to do it.
All right, so to everyone listening, as you plan for retirement, here's something to think about. Is that guaranteed fixed rate worth potentially missing out on higher returns somewhere else? That's the big question, something to ponder as you do your research.
Definitely. Make sure it's the right fit for you.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.